You have a tendency to bounce back after every spiritual attack. You have the tendency to bounce back after every spiritual attack. And sometimes it's not really a bounce back. It's just a simple fact that you realize what's happening and you realign yourself. I'm getting that you realign yourself. Good day, good evening, good afternoon, depending on where you are in the world. Welcome to Milk Honey Rose. I am Mystic Alchemy. Thank you for being here. Because you're so determined to just focus on what you have going on in your life, many attacks that are thrown at you energetically, they never get a chance to touch you. They always miss you because you're not focused on things that are outside of yourself. And that is also a form of protection. I just got many times, there are situations where people tried to target you and wanted you to respond. You know, many times if you don't respond, then the tactic won't work. So the response alone is just giving too much energy at times. Not all the time, but at times it's just too much. It doesn't even make sense because it's really taking you out of your own way. It's like going out of your way to address a situation that is beneath you. Your focus is so much higher than where these individuals try to bring you. So you're like flying through the clouds while you have these energies trying to pull you down. Like the crab in the barrel analogy. You know, if there's a bunch of crabs in a barrel, if one is about to get out of the pot, there are others to pull them down. And it's the same type of energy. However, when you steer clear of energy that you know is not good for you, and you begin to separate yourself, it makes it so much more easier for you to really cancel out the noise. Noise cancellation. Okay, that's a real thing. Yeah, I heard your sound is protected. Your sound. Mentally sound. So when you don't have people around you that are like toxic and out of order and try their best to throw you off, those people can't affect you. No matter how much they try, if you don't allow them around you, they can't affect you. They would always be on the outside trying to see in, but they won't be able to see much of anything. Not unless you allow them to. Many times when you're younger, you don't realize how much people that you allow in your life affect your life just as well as they affect their own. And it's like once you learn that, you realize that a lot of things that used to really affect you in a negative way, they don't affect you anymore because you've learned from those things now. So these attacks and these attempts to target you, they always fail because your focus is on elevation. Your focus is on changing your life for the better, continuously, consistently. So really, the only time the adversaries get a chance to really successfully attack is when you give in to that energy. That's the only time it actually really, really works. Most times. Okay, because it's kind of like that whole thing with vampires. You have to tell them that they can come in first. They can't just come into your house. They can't just come into your place. You have to invite them in. So in your younger years, it's very likely that you invited in a lot of energy that was not good for you to be around. So it's actually great that you understand that now. So that's just that just goes to show how much you've learned. You've learned about people and energy in such a way that you know better now. You don't just let anybody in. Okay? I heard you had plenty of people inviting themselves into your energy when you never gave them an invite. And you realize that those are the ones that were the worst for you. You know, people with decency, they call first. They call first. Especially if you have a family, you know. Don't just pop up to nobody's house like that. So that's the energy I'm getting. And so this way that you have now, it is another form of protection. And if this is how you move, and if this message resonates with you, claim it down below and say, I declare that I take the proper precaution when it comes to letting people in, because I know how it can affect me in the long run if I try to serve niceties instead of really following my intuition, right? You rather follow your intuition than to let the wrong one too close to you and then end up having to suffer the consequences. So you've changed your ways for the better, and now you actually see the results. And the results are that you actually are more focused than you were before. You have more energy to focus on the goals that you have in order to really elevate yourself and learn about what's best for you so you can live the best version of your life. Okay, so that's it for this message. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being here. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you feel in my vibe, especially if this message resonates with you. If you would like to book a healthy conversation, you can by visiting www.milkhoneyRose.org. And also, you could join the membership just to support me. And for those who do join, I appreciate you. Thank you. I'll see you in the next one.